Shaykh rahimahullah here is referring to a very important mas'ala, which is the student of knowledge should not be like the person who doesn't seek knowledge. Student of knowledge means what? A person who learns the sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what a student of knowledge means. It means that he comes across a hadith and the meaning of these ahadith and ayat from the Quran of Allah and the meaning of these ayat. And obviously these evidences, they point towards something. So the Shaykh is saying he shouldn't be like the person that doesn't know these evidences. He shouldn't be like the person that doesn't have this knowledge. Why? Because if you're going to be like the person that doesn't have this knowledge, what is the point you having this knowledge? Mathalan, if you're talking like the awam, if you're walking like the awam, if you're dressing like the awam, if you're speaking like the awam and you're arguing like the awam, what is the difference between you and the Ami? And also know that by you seeking knowledge, you're an example and an ambassador for Islam, even within the Muslim community. That is why sometimes they will say to you, "Yo, what are you doing? You're a student of knowledge." So if you see someone may do something, but when he sees you doing the same thing, he's like, "What are you doing?" Even though he's just done exactly what he sees you doing as well. Like, why? It is because he expects better from you. And he sees you carrying the kitab, and he sees you attending classes, and he sees you traveling from city to city. So you cannot be a person who doesn't act upon this. Otherwise it will be blameworthy, and this knowledge will be a hujjah against you. And the Prophet ﷺ said, وَالْقُرْآنُ حُجَّةٌ لَكْ أَوْ عَلَيْكَ. The Quran is a proof for you or against you. So it means that in totality, you take Islam in totality. Mathalan, in your manners. A lot of times what happens is people complain about some students of knowledge in their character and in their behavior, in their etiquettes. That is incorrect. Why is this wrong? Because you, of all people, you know that the Prophet ﷺ said, وَخَالِقِ النَّاسَ بِخُلُقٍ حَسَنٍ.